Wi-Fi, sci-fi.
The gun firing continues today as we will witness another clash of aspiring esports players fighting for their game title. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. This is Ascent 2022 Odyssey. Joining me today is none other than Salvatore. Yes, you heard that right. It's Salvatore again from yesterday. Pre, kamusta ka ngayon?
Man, I am just so hyped for today. I am just all positive adjectives for me at this point because once again, I'll be sharing the podium with you, PKOs, much like last year's Ascend Valorant. And the environment for all these players looking towards that final spot, everyone has high stakes. Just like the environment for me is just amazing for me, PKOs. It's glad to be here casting with you.
Yeah, same here. It's so glad to be back with you, casting here the playoffs, specifically the semifinals and the finals for Ascent 2022. I know everyone is excited to see our matches for today. Actually, I myself am looking forward who will ascend to the top this year. So let's not make them wait. So the first matchup for today is a battle between Cause. Yes, another clash between the
Wow.
Science. So this is very common, especially in the Valorant scene here for TUP. And let me introduce the teams that we'll be seeing for today. So this is between Sakto Lang and Bounce na kami. So let me give everyone a quick overview on Sakto Lang. So Sakto Lang, from what I've heard, is the former periodic table, which are the defending champions of Ascend when it comes to Valorant. So most likely, we can say that they are the best here in this tournament. Well, we never know. We might have a dark horse here. We have maybe the underdogs will reach for the top. But as our prospect says, that Sakto Lang is the strongest team here in this tournament. So let me give you a quick overview why they are called the strongest here, Sakto Lang. So as of what I've said a while ago, they are the former periodic table or the defending champs of this tournament. They have all the man of they have all the man who can give them the championship, who can give the crown to them. We have Prance here, the main man of the team, and one of the faces of Gearhawks Valorant. And he will be joined by, of course, Yeezus here, another Gearhawks player, and Lance, who were the core of their team on last year's Ascent. Joining alongside them is none other than Kill. Aside from being an OG prospect, he was one of the top competitors that joined last year's playoffs in Ascent. And another two of them who will be joined is Zeki Fear as well as Menzad. They are said to be the top prospects here. And might
Oh.
to tell you, Menza as well was a runner-up from the recent Gear Games in Valorant. So this we can say that they have the prodigies here, the top prospects here that who will be competing next year's, let's say, Alliance game or something. But from what I've been seeing here from the roster wise and the statistics itself, they've been really performing well in this tournament.
Wow, you just gave them a lot of props there, PQs. But do not fathom Bounce Name, Team BNK, also representing the College of Science. They're considered actually the tournament underdogs. In order for them to reach this sort of bracket, they have crawled and mauled their way into the semifinals as they defeated Kichan and Friends and Omegle Explorers to advance in the semis. In the Ascent scene, nothing much really, I should say, because they are fresh. Everyone is kind of new. So they are looking towards, like, the best story of their lives. Just imagine Bounce Name defeating Sakto Lang, the tournament titans of this game. And that would just give them the best legacy here in Ascent Valorant. If they're able to overcome the hurdle, then they would stop the pursuit of Prance, Lance, and Jesus from going back to back. And just imagine the stories, the headlines, Yules. Tomorrow morning, how do these people do it? Well, Bounce na kami just was able to do that. They're able to stop them down. Then they will be not only champions, but stop the dynasty of Prance, Lance, and Jesus. So that's basically it for our casters, no, not players matchup for today. Wow, casters matchup. But I would like to just give you some how can we ante up the stakes here, Imperials? Why don't we just vote or like predict who will win in this game number one? Because this is one of those games that we just can't really point out who is the concrete winner. But with that in mind, who do you think will prevail in game one?
Actually, for game one, I would say it's. I would say that it won't be a one-sided match here. As you look at the match history or the statistics during the recent playoffs here, we have Bounce Nakame defeating the Omegle Explorer 13-1, and we have here Saktolan defeating GRX Krypton 13-5. So as you can see, it was very much a one-sided match for Bounce Nakame. Even though they were underdogs, would you look at the number itself? So actually, I'm confident here that Sakto lang will be winning this match. But I would say it will be a 2-1 since this is a best of three series. How about you, Salvatore?
I just know the props and like the gameplay of Sakto lang more well than Bounce Name. Just from the fact that I've watched them play Ascend, and most of these players have competed in alliance games wherein the competitive nature is that just much higher. So I think I'll be giving the point once again to Sakto lang. So we have two votes for Sakto lang. I'll give them the series 2-0. Just because of how consistent they are in their terms of gameplay and how much that will be throughout the series, because most of these players have these playoff experiences wherein the stakes are much higher. They know how to work under pressure, and just for the fact that I know they will just whip out all of the tools that they can just so they could have the dub for today's event. And what about you guys? Before we do head on over to today's event, I would just like to thank our partners for Ascent for this opportunity, TUP Gear.
TUP Gear, the home of Gearhawks. TUP Gear is a premier esports organization here in TUP Manila. Compete in tournaments like Gear Games and the Sand, have fun and socialize with other public games and podcasts, and style up your drip with our Gearhawks jersey and lanyard, the
Ow.
jersey that I am wearing here, to be updated with everything in its system. Like and follow by heading over one of our socials, facebook.com/TUPGear, twitter.com/TUPGear, and tiktok.com/TUPGear. Hashtag Gear On.
And what about Akad Arena, the home of Filipino campus esports? Want to bring esports to your school? The Akad Arena Alliance program is here for you. Alliance Members Club get us access to Alliance games, mentorship, and event support. Learn how to join the Alliance today at akadarena.com/alliance and get updates by liking and following Akad Arena on facebook.com/Akad Arena.
We also have Unipin here. Unipin is the leading digital entertainment enabler with more than 18.7 million active users in 33 countries worldwide. Top up and buy game credits for Genshin Impact, Mobile Legends, and PUBG Mobile. Register now and use the referral code LevelUp180PH for for you to have a chance to win
Ooh.
1,800 Unipin credits. Promo is up to January 8 only. Register now.
Especially USG Sports and Culture. A huge shout out to USG SPAC for assisting CP here in making Ascend Odyssey possible. Without your help, we wouldn't be able to launch this once in a year event. Once again, thank you to USG SPAC for helping us be geared up for this year's Ascend.
Another sponsor that we have here is Globe Fiber Strong, Family Strong with with the new G Fiber only to 2099 ng Globe at home. Game with speeds with up to 150 Mbps. Mabilis na unlimited internet pa. To learn more, go to the shop.globe.com.ph/broadband.
Grind Sky Media is a media solutions company dedicated to modernizing our clients' businesses through new and innovative content. If you want to be part of the grind, visit grindsky.net for more info.
Seek Mats PH, the domain of quality and spectacular desk masks and keyboard accessories. Designs from your favorite anime, Japanese culture, and even more. Visit facebook.com/ZeeksMat. For more of their products, get yours now.
Wow, amazing people that is making Ascend possible for this year. We are truly making it big, PKOs, and not just the Ascend environment. What about the players? I'm just so excited for this game to start and commence once and for all. Just imagine imagine the firefights, the warfares inside of that map. Actually, why don't you give us an intro on what map will be played and how do you see this game one turning out?
For the map itself, they had their map banned already a while ago, and from the looks of it, sakto lang they banned Pearl here. We all know that Pearl is the newest map here in the game, so basically, players are much of studying the map itself. Even though we have the whole episode to study it, it's still something new because of the reworks, or they are still trying to experiment here. What's the best case or the best possible case in order to win this kind of series?
Definitely. So I feel like there is a lot of leniency as to how Haven will be played. There's just so much flexibility and much more than how do these agents are gonna get picked out in these specific maps. So in terms of Haven, probably whip out Fade or Omen on that aspect. So this game one might be reliant on the side of controllers and initiators, not much on the duelist side because they are already expected to be top fraggers. I really like the technicality of these both teams picking out these certain sentinels that are top of the line when it comes to a map like Haven. So I'm not really much more on the side of firefighting, but I'm more excited as to how they will be able to use the technical side of Valorant to put them into a good advantage, my friend.
Definitely, we all love to see what are the team compositions that they will be using here for this game. Haven, it's a pretty balanced map, I would say. There are 3 bomb sites that we have, so it's very much an attacker-sided map as well as defensive-sided map. Maybe we could see here a double sentinel, double initiators, which are the commonly used nowadays, especially in the pro scene. But what I'm actually looking forward here is if they will be still using Chamber. We all know that Chamber has been
Nerfed to the ground, man.
Nerfed to the ground, man.
Probably nerf is an understatement. That man was guttered to the ground because there was just a lot of adjustments that were made to him that made him not already viable. I think that man didn't have any buff in the light of day. Every patch was just chamber nerf after chamber nerf, and it got to the point where it got so bad we're not even seeing him much in the competitive scene. And even now in collegiate Valorant, I won't be seeing much time any day. So not much more chamber there, my friend. Yeah, double initiator might be the go-to for these teams.
It will be the go-to for them, Salvatore. And as you can see, the double initiator will be used here, especially for the side of Kill here, who will be using Sova. And we also have here a Breach. It's commonly you won't be seeing Breach here in the competitive queues, but for the pro scene itself, especially in the collegiate one, you will be seeing a lot of Breach mains out there, which will really give you a pain, especially with those flash points that he will be giving for the team in order for a successful take inside, for a retake, and everything goes for them as well, as long as you have the timing and the coordination for the team.
Definitely. So I feel like there's gonna be much more fights on the C side and B because I think since both teams have a well-rounded lineup, more so on the pursuit of Reina and as well as Sova, they do want that position advantage early on. Not really much on the A side because it is that that much narrow, I feel like, and they won't be utilizing the risk factor for them to be pushing onto that side. Kaya siguro they built this lineup more than just be utilities and not much more fighting. So it's gonna be a passive gameplay, I should say. So it's just gonna depend on how these duelists are gonna play out through their controllers and initiators. But with you, Pika Yules, expecting this game that there's not no double duelist lineup for this game, really exciting matchup.
Well, that goes for the sakto lang actually. But as you can see here, Bounce Nakame has a double duelist composition here. They have Jet, they have Reyna here. So I'm expecting they will be aggressive when it comes to attacking compared to sakto lang, which they have here a single duelist. They will be relying much of their utilities. And as you can see, I think, as what I said a while ago, they will be aggressive here, Bounce Nakame, especially with that Omen. You know, Omen cooldowns of smoke are really helpful compared to Brimstone and Viper, in which uh, once you get them going on the map, you won't be able to regain the usage of it, unlike with Omen.
Wow. So I'm really liking the lineup so far for Bronze Nakame. They have that enough smokes and that enough utility for them to be able to push at any far side of the map. Probably go for flanking and counter push advantages because of how mobile they are with the Jet. Not on the side of Sakto lang. Yes, mobility is right there, but with the usage of kill, with both teams having Killjoy, I think both teams have a really well-rounded lineup. Just leaning more on the side of Bounce Named just because of the niche breach pick, because it's one of those teams are very unexpected. So Sakto lang will try to have a very different playstyle targeting their breach here, probably relying on the flashes and concusses from the backside of the map. So with that, I think Bounce Nakame has one kind of an edge in the early stages of this game, probably on the side of the pistol round, because once it gets more progressive and aggressive into this game, there's going to be much more retaliation for Sakto lang.
Very aggressive push coming here.
Wow, Franz.
Automatically dashes here all the way through the garage as Benza will be trying to get off a pick here, and Graham will be having that alarm, but alarm and Nyebu will be slowed down here as that Molotov will be coming off here. But look at this angle coming here from Graham. Graham gets the kill immediately, but on the other side, that C-side will be taken by France. A 4v2 situation right now. Crew will be taken down as well by kill here. All left to Astronomical, but Astronomical with the frenzy out there. Getting a kill here. It's a 3v1 situation. Astronomical trying to get the kills that he needs despite having that low HP. One tap here, and France will clean up the mess here for their round, as that is going to be the pistol.
Good side for the side of Sakto lang. They were able to not really bounce down. Actually getting that dub on that round, being able for them to maneuver and whip out all of the stops that they can, stopping the flank from that side of the map, and they were able to at least be consistent on that end, knowing that these people are now going for the Spectre buys, the optimal buy for round 2. I think far more aggressive play for Sakto lang compared to number 1 will give them another edge. It looks like A will be the top of the line prospect push here from the side. France waiting for that moment for them to have a good control of A. Ladies and gentlemen, Pika Yules in a few moments. Bomb side A is going to be one hell of a warfare. France takes one. Can he get two? Misses some shots and gets punished anyway. 1v3 situation in favor of Bounce Nakame. Kishu, can he do the stops in 4 HP? 1 versus 3. All boils down to Menza. What's going to be the gameplay here? Kill is just on the other side, waiting for Graham to entry. Waiting, doesn't have that much utility. There is a Rose right there. Kill is 6 HP away from meeting his pain. There is still not much entry on Graham. He doesn't have enough utilities and entry power. This is really deadly for Bounce Nakame. Can he do it from the backside? Call him Dr. Roserizal on that kill. Takes a round once again for Sakto lang.
Sakto lang having that sakto round for them. Even though some of their members was taken down on that round, they made sure to clean up the mess on that 3v1 situation. Looking at the other side of the minimap, as you saw a while ago, Salvatore, they've been in a very quiet position, I would say. They are ready for trades. They've been watching every angle that the player of Bounce Nakame, JC, was about to appear, and that 3v1 situation, they didn't lose any member out there, which was a great sign for them because two of them was taken down a while ago, and they cannot afford to lose some of their members on that round. But as you can see here, Prance will be having a judge here instead of a rifle because they will be utilizing that bonus round for their creds. And look at the recon dart coming here as that flash will be deployed here. Look at that shot.
Whoa, France.
Judgment of France out here as he will be having the Blaze Storm as Menza takes down Kisho. And that Blaze Storm won't connect for France as the Battle Spray from the heaven is coming right up there. Ngebu gets taken down. And let's see here what will happen. 4v2 situation. The spray coming here from Kill. Decides to back off a little bit here. And France ascend to the top here. All the way through heaven. And gets the 4K immediately.
Wow.
A 3-0 lead from Saktolang.
What an amazing setup for Sakto Lang, despite how much odds are there in bounce na kami from the backside. They were in pursuit of that. Just amazing gameplay from Sakto Lang overall. Bounce na kami needs that sort of amazing lineup right now. They aren't able to stop down the pushing power of Sakto Lang despite them being able to be read like a book in terms of movement. Bounce na kami doesn't have that aggressive pushing, aggressive defensive power compared to Sakto Lang. It looks like Kill will now be going for a C push here with Prance still going with old habits, probably going for A and under. So what is the main focal point here from Prance's gameplay? Now going for a Vandal compared to the Judge gameplay we have seen. He has pulled in the judgment for Bounce now for them to be able to win round 3. Now with Graham now rotating for the other side of the map, probably go for a support play here coming in from the side of Kill. Can they stop here? Some people from the side of Bounce na kami, they are still yet to shift their momentum. Swamp grenades now being lined up from the side of this Killjoy. Probably stop down the entry. Here comes Graham. Trades one in the process before dying to a Rose. And another kill from the side of the Killjoy. Once again, Kishu. Can you re-entry here? Doesn't have updraft and dash. And France will be going for a jet-to-jet violence right there. Still in favor of Sakto Lang 4v2. Can they push? Cruel and just so, but that's alive. Menza doesn't have the fastest enough to top down Cruel, and France will be trading him in the process. Ladies and gentlemen, Sakto Lang is still on the board, 4-0.
Still on the board, dominating the match out here, Salvatore. But I think this round is the main event itself. As you can see, they have the utilities, they have their arsenals. They have all they need right now for Bounce na kami. Let's see on how they plan this round. I mean, in order to take a round out here. I mean, it's 4-0 lead. I mean, they've been feeling the pressure right now, Bounce na kami, and the confidence of Sakto Lang keeps on being boosted, being led by Prance out here with an early 10 kills. Despite this is just the round 5 of the match. And make that 11, I would say. That's going to be an early kill as Ngebu gets taken down. And look at the confidence coming here from Sakto Lang. But
wow,
get 2 kills out there as Kill will be there to trade it off. A 3v3 situation right now. The spike is going to be planted here on B side as Bounce na kami will be playing for retake. And look out here, JC trying to be sneaky here all the way from mid. Let's see if the flank will be successful here as Kill is just trying to hold this corner. The spray down for the Vandal will be there, but Graham will be smart enough to take that angle in order to take down Astronomical here. And it's all left right now to JC. 1v3 situation as the Vandal, as the shield, as the alarm bot, as well as that turret out there. Let's see how will he utilize these things out. How will he get this round? Let's see if he can take down one. No! Kill will clean up the mess. Another round for Sakto Lang. 5-0 out here, Salvatore.
Still a run for Sakto Lang. No answer back from Bounce na kami. My goodness, Sakto Lang still living up to the title of Tournament Titans because they truly are just whipping outclassing Bounce na kami from all angles of the map. Good pre-firing mechanics from Kill, good positioning of utilities from Graham, and just, you know, the confidence of France to be entering, risking his life for them to have any sort of intelligence of those enemy team, and that just give them a lot of first frag advantage onto Menza to take down the Omen. What can this happen for the side of Bounce na kami? Another kill on the side of Mensa. Can you get 3? Spots down his signature. Soba right there, and Mensa gets 3. Can you get the ace, my friend? He can still push here. This breach is definitely a duelist. Not much of an initiator right here. Now Arose waiting his time, waiting his positions, waiting the scraps like a scalded dog he is. Mensa is still looking towards that ace. They are on the side of B. Gebu does have enough abilities to entry here, but he's gonna get overwhelmed by 5 alive sakto lang members. And there's gonna be some fight here. Freja Graham takes out Gebu. What's going to be happening here? It's just JC alive. It's 5 members pushing. Gets pinned over to the wall. JC dies on the hands of Kill. 6-0. Sakto lang is definitely delivering the balance of this game.
The balance of the game, 6-0 out here, Salvatore. And look at the confidence out here, the burning desire to still defend the crown out here for Sakto lang, because they were the former periodic table, or I would say the stronger periodic table. That's why they've been called Sakto lang out here. Do you agree on that one? Are they Sakto lang out here, or they are just being the OP or
Sakto lang? Did they really name them Sakto lang because they were humble enough to call themselves that? I think sobra pa siguro yung pwede natin ipahalat sa kanila. France with Blade Storm action here, killing his own Jet kind. And another kill inside of the A. It's going to be a warfare inside of bomb site. Gebu takes on France to trade him in the process. Graham will be trading the duelist of Bounce na kami. They will be able to bounce themselves out of this A. Cruel taking down Mensa, making it a balanced game, 3v3. Now, what is the gameplay here from Bounce na kami? Still waiting for the perfect site now. Paps Paranoia. There is going to be a lot of gameplay and utilities being thrown out here from Bounce Summit to have another retake potential here. They need a round, they need the momentum shots from the windows, and JC will be winning that Killjoy to Killjoy action right there. And Kill gets 2, big side from Sakto lang. 1v1 and astronomical, oh my god! 1 bullet away, and he missed it widely. My goodness. Still around for Sakto lang. They are not Sakto lang. Sobra-sobra pa sila.
Sobrang-sobra talaga sila, Salvatore. But as you saw the past round, I think Bounce na kami is already getting their rhythm. They made it possible to have a 1v1 situation on that round. And look at the confidence from them. Look at their economy. It's broken, I would say. But look at the confidence coming here from Kisho, from Ngebu, getting that Vandal in order to secure a round, because they've been feeling that they can get a round already, because they've been experiencing that much of a 1v1 situation already. So let's see if they can still get this round already, or if they can get a round already. As look at this round coming here, as Arose will be trying to get that ultimate coming up, as France will be taking down the first blood here for this round. Not the first blood, I mean, as this will be a 5v2 situation out here. And the Paranoia comes up from Arose, and that spike will be planted down out here. France trying to cover so many angles out here for their takes down unbotted kill. But look at this 4v1 situation. Let's see if he can get a kill already. France here, figuring down as well as Graham. Nowhere to be found here out here by Kisho. Let's see if he can clean up a kill here, or will he be saving that Vandal, because they will be having an economic crisis if he loses this gun. Trying to save here, capping in garage. Let's see if Sakto lang will be aggressive enough to get that kill. And a classical kill out here from Franz out here. 8-0, 8-0 run out here for Sakto lang. Sobra na kayo.
We are seeing a sweep in the potential sweep in the books, quite possibly for Sakto lang, just because of how much consistent and their macro, despite not changing every game. It's just them overall. You cannot just go wrong with the players and their ability to play Valorant at the highest level. These players are not a joke, and you should take them seriously. Bounce na kami needs that momentum shifted towards them if they want to make a deep run. Now it will be looking like there's going to be lineup plays coming in from the side of Cruel, try to block down the pursuit of backside. So there it is. Here comes Hunter's Fury from the side of Kill, quite possibly to stop down any backside angles. France, as confident he is, he does have updraft, gets concussed, probably goes in from the other side. Doesn't want to go in for the push right there. Gets stopped with multiple utilities right there. And Cruel is a sitting duck here at the side of C. Spots down 2 members and loses to Menza. It's just 5v4 with 1 minute on the clock. Double kill onto kill. It's just 2 members of Bounce na kami alive. There, will they bounce out of the map? JC taking down France. Big kill coming in from this side. There is still some time to probably entry here at C. And Gebu wins him, pulls him the Guardian. Wins that fight up against Kill. He can still make something happen here. Pulls out the Phantom. He can do some reset play here. Spots down to Graham. Not fast enough to flick onto him. And oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, Sakto Lang is doing it 9-0.
9-0. Are we expecting a 13-0 run here for Sakto Lang? They are really overpowering the other side. Bounce na kami. Will they bounce early on this match, or will be able to bounce back out here and reclaim the momentum that they need? As you can see, they are still trying to force their way all the way to get that round that they need out here. Look at the aggressive buy coming here. They have Vandals out here, full shields, Marshall, everything that is set and done here in order to get that round. As look at this execution coming here from Sakto Lang, and the quick rotation, I would say, coming here from Bounce na kami. Let's see if they can get up a kill as that dash will be deployed. Let's see how Ngebu will be using that Leer, as they are really having a hard time out here getting that retake, as JC will take down Kill. And look at the flashpoint coming in from Menza. Menza will spray that Vandal. This will be a 3v2 situation right now. In the advantage of Bounce na kami, 2v1 right now.
Whoa!
Let's see if they can get the round they need. It's all left to Graham. Let's see if Graham will be cleaning up this mess in order to get a 10-0 run, or Bounce na kami will be able to bounce back and get this round, as Cruel will be heard by Graham. And that
Whoa!
coming from Graham with a wall bang.
Oh my God, man.
That spike will be planted all the way through C. Let's see. Astronomical out here. Doesn't have the recon dart, doesn't have the drone, doesn't have the shock dart as well. Let's see if he can still clutch this one. He's going to be flanking all the way here through C long. Maybe Garage, I would say. Let's see how Astronomical will decide to clean up this mess, as he will be
Whoa!
in the face of Graham out here. Let's see if he can still clutch this round. The alarm bot will be deployed. Destroys the alarm bot out here. Graham in a 1v1 situation out here. The alarm bot follows him.
Oh my God!
Out here, bringing out the lockdown in front of his face. 10-0 for Sakto Lang.
The opportunity presented itself for Bounce na kami to possibly get around. But Graham had his clutch genes like he was Kobe Bryant. My goodness. Graham probably saved, the betting odds of Sakto Lang getting the round sweep from them. My goodness, Sakto Lang, everyone is just playing out of their minds, from utilities to macros to lineups everywhere. It's just Sakto Lang. Ngebu changing that narrative quickly as a quick kill onto Prance, making it 5v4. Now trades it quickly. Arose avenging his fallen comrade. How will the tide turn quickly for Bounce na kami? Multiple shots being taken out here on the side of the attacker side, and now Kishu and Arose could probably spot down one another, and there it is. Dark cover will be used. Nothing much really happening on that side, other than the fact that they did block the entry here from bomb site B. There is still not much rotation. This has been the most passive 4v4 I've ever seen in this game. Kill still waiting for that opportunity. No Hunter's Fury. Just recon dart. Can he do it? Can he do it? Quite possibly here. Calling the shots to probably go in for a re-entry here at A. Sewer will be the go-to entry here from the side of Kill. Needs that sort of intelligence from them to absolutely go ham here on the side of A. They all have the utilities, and they spot him right now down. Here comes Recon Dart, and it will be really, really big. It's now Warfare here inside of A. First casualty will be Menza. Trades quickly by Kill. It's just Sakto Lang that's winning the trading fight. Double kill onto Kill. One more will do it, and Kishu will be avenging Graham. there it is. Once again, Kill still waiting for that perfect time. 3 frags for Kill. This man, give him the props. You are amazing, my friend. This is just ridiculous. Sakto lang. 2 points away from sweeping. Bounce na kami.
Will be able to sweep this game. Let's see if Sakto lang can get that 13-0 for this game 1 of the semifinals up against Bounce na kami. And as you can see out here, my partner Salvatore, they will still be buying all the arsenals they need for Bounce na kami. Will they be
My
able to
God.
win the round finally, since this is the last round for the first half of the game. But look at the smokes coming here. The defensive smokes coming from Cruel out here. Making sure that no one will be picking that mid window as Kishu here is trying to be sneaky enough as that Blaze Storm will be coming from France but won't be hitting anything, won't be hitting anyone as that Battle Spray down will be continued in order to keep the pressure on as they will be planning that spike. Still a 5v4 situation out here. Let's see if they can take down this round and have a 12-0 nothing.
Wow.
And Hill will be getting 2 kills immediately out here. A 5v2 situation. And that will be the ultimate coming here from Menza. Let's see if they can clean up the frag out here. Will this be a flawless round for them? Astronomical gets the head tap to press, but that won't be enough to take him down. And it will be a flawless round out here for Sakto lang. Sobra na kayo. 12-0 out here for first half.
Switching sides.
Sakto lang, living up to the hype, the expectations, the odds, the bets that they will be able to triumph over Bounce na kami. But this isn't what we were expecting, man. We were just expecting a back and forth fiesta for Bounce na kami versus Sakto lang. But our expectations were exceeded by the defending champions. My goodness, these people are just one of a kind. France and company are looking towards the legacy that they are going to be back to back. These people with their consistency are just top of the line PKOs. And I'd just like to say huge shout out to all the 63 viewers that are watching, that are currently tuning in to Ascent Odyssey. Every one of you gets a huge thank you from TUP Gear. And here comes some pursuits from Kill. And it's just blue jerseys inside of the kill feed with 2 members of Sakto lang taking down 2 respective enemy members. Franz, not quick to the draw with his flick, takes down Astronomical. Ken Arose avenges fallen comrade like he did a while ago, and there it is, 1 death away from Bounce na kami, from Sakto lang making this a clean sweep. Cruel will be taking down 1, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen, with no sweat, no hesitation, with all on the line. Team Sakto lang sweeps Bounce na kami for game 1.
What a clean game out here for Sakto lang, dominating the game 13-0. They really made sure that they will prove themselves that they are the defending champions. They are called Sakto lang just for nothing. Even though sobrang sobra na sila dito sa...
Wow.
Can you call them Sakto lang? I mean, look at the...
Man,
coming
I'm telling you, man. Their team name is an understatement because they are not Sakto lang. Sobra. If there is anything to describe abundancy, man, that is a team Sakto lang. Because just take a look at the stats, my friend. Their top fragger is a freaking Sova, and that's just tells the tale of how much flexibility, how much depth that this lineup is bringing. And once again, I would like to give them a huge shout out to, wow, our viewers just inflated really quickly, PKOs, from 73. Why don't we just take a look at the comments before we do head on over to analysis of game number 2, because the comments is getting flooded of Bounce na kami and Sakto lang enjoyers. Jefferson Polardonio, Jeff, shout out to you, huge fan of TUP Gear. You have been doing amazing things here in TUP Gear. Huge shout out to you, my friend. And napapansin ko lang, friend, no, lumalagaan na pang bebe bop, no, sa Sakto lang and Bounce na kami. Hindi nagpapatalo talaga. Huge shout out to Miss Angela Gangay. Grabe namang fast game yan. Totoo pala siya sa... Oh my God. I don't want to read that comment. I don't want to spark anything, my friend. I just wanna do my job. And to all the 68 viewers that are watching, huge shout out. How about you, PKUs? Anything you want to say in the comments?
All right, here. Aldrich Casander is saying here, Pikayos, baka naman ma-shout out si Nagi. Shout out to Nagi for your information, guys. Nagi was one of the competitors out here in Ascend 2022 Odyssey. But unfortunately, they were eliminated by Sakto lang during
Talk about
but
small world, man.
yeah, small world, man. But mind to tell you, during that elimination, even though it was off stream or something, it was a close match, 13-9 between Sakto lang. So you have to pay respect to Nagi, my guy. They were really good on that game, but it was a close match. But at the end, Sakto lang dominated the match during the second half. But let's take a look at the comments. And speaking of, we have a skyrocketed number of viewers out here. I would just like to plug out here Unipin. So get the chance to win out here 500 Unipin game credits. We will be having two lucky winners. So all you need to do out here is like, of course, the stream, and of course, you also need to share the stream as well. Like the Unipin PH official page, and make sure that make a Unipin account on that link in the comment on the pinned comment down below. And lastly, comment your Unipin account email with the team you're rooting for here in Ascent 2022. So, what team are you rooting, guys? Make sure to comment down below. Let's see if Sakto lang will dominate the next match or Bounce na kami will be able to bounce back here in this series.
Shout out Angelo Ador, the lineup god himself. This man has his own craft in terms of lineups. Huge shout out to you, No Spear Angelo Ador, Niall Chua. Pa-shoutout po, BSIT3AV. Allah, dumadag sana ang ating mga tauhan dito sa comment section, and they are truly tuning in the action here in Ascend Odyssey. Hoping towards the same consistency of viewers towards the finals, because it's going to be deadly. And right now, Sakto lang is showing what they truly are, a force to be reckoned with. A lot of dominant adjectives I could describe possibly for Sakto lang. I would give it to them because that is just how amazing they are. Euclid Andre F. Arroyo, pa-shoutout po si Salvatore at Pigayuls. Shout out to you, Racer. Niall Chua, shout out po Lester Burma, says Niall Chua. And as well, shout out to all the viewers. Grabe talaga, men. Dagsa na dagsa talaga ang Valorant dito, mga kaibigan. The holy grail of Valorant, competitive Valorant is winning 13-0, and just imagine, PKOs, that is just the first game. And and I've been telling this from all my life in competitive gaming that anything can happen. Now with our expectations lined upward, bounce na kami and sakto lang. What are you expecting here for game number 2?
Actually, the map number 2 will be Breeze, which was picked by Bounce na kami. So I'm expecting that Bounce na kami is really confident in this map despite they've been picking Breeze, which will be removed sooner or later in the competitive map in Valorant. But, Breeze is very much an attacker-sided map, and we haven't seen them on the attacker side because Sakto lang dominated during the attack.
You've seen them only one time, man.
Yes, we haven't seen the full potential of Bounce na kami since they've been completely wiped out during that defending scenario for them. But let's see how will they attack things out, or how will they bounce back out here in Breeze. So, and from what I've seen from Sakto lang, they've been really aggressive together with defending that one defending round for them. They've been really aggressive to push sites. So this will be, let's say, not a one-sided match, I would say. I believe that even though if Sakto lang wins this game, this second game, I believe that Bounce na kami will be having that multiple rounds that they can get. They will get as much as they can out here because there have been close rounds out there, Salvatore. It's just the pressure has been piling up on the players of Bounce na kami, in which they can't clean up that round. And the round was almost there for them, but the pressure, the goddess has been smiling all the way from Sakto lang. So I guess this game will be having a much closer scoreline out here.
Now, probably the stakes here are gonna be much higher from the side of Bounce na kami if they do want to make a deep run here into the playoffs. Now that they have to deal with a heavily momentumed momentum sakto lang. I think they have to whip out all of the stops that they can for them to win this match. It won't be easy, but they know that they know the utilities. They know that they can bounce back from this game. Live up to your team name, guys. Bounce na kami. Just bounce back, my guys. And we're just waiting for that resurgence of that team for them to be able to make this the series that we've all been waiting for. Once we queue in the silver scrape, it's going to be an amazing environment, man. So with that being said, good luck to both of those teams playing out. And with the next map being played out, is it correct? Is it going to be Breeze, my friend, or
Yes,
it,
it is going to be.
it is going to be Breeze? So I'm always expecting that this map is a very very big map. So a lot of controllers and sentinels that have a high global presence, and enough spacing for them to create those moments. Probably Viper, or even a Sova. Those two agents that could line up pretty well in terms of how deep can their abilities go out through the map. So I'm really expecting that those teams will absolutely utilize those agents to its fullest potential, much like game one, wherein there is a lot of similarities in the agents chosen in the map of Ascent. I think it will happen here from Breeze, just for the fact that there are just some agents that are very very efficient here at the map of Breeze. Mainly Sova, Viper, or even a KO could be seen here.
Definitely, we are going to see the presence of much agents here in the map breeze. But of course, let us also thank our partners here out here. Bigyan natin yung presence ng ating partners out here that was that's why possible na nangyari itong Ascent 2022 ODC out here. So we would like to thank, of course, TUP Gear, the home of the Gearhawks. TUP Gear is a premier esports organization here in TUP Manila. Compete in tournaments like Gear Games and Ascent. Have fun and socialize with our public games and podcasts, and style up your drip with our Gearhawks jersey and lanyard. To be updated with everything in its system, like and follow by heading over one of our socials, facebook.com/TUPGear, twitter.com/TUPGear, and tiktok.com/TUPGear. Hashtag Gear On.
Lalo na rin, huge thank you for Akad Arena, the home of Filipino campus esports. Want to bring esports to your school? The Akad Arena Alliance program is here for you. Alliance member clubs get access to Alliance games, mentorship, and event support. Learn how to join the Alliance today at akadarena.com/alliance, and get updates by liking and following Akad Arena on facebook.com/akadarena.gg.
Siyempre naman, hindi rin magpapatalo sa atin, Salvatore, ang Unipin, lalong-lalo na't may bagong bundle na naman ng Valorant na tinatawag na
Yeah.
So Unipin is the leading digital entertainment enabler with more than 18.7 million active users in 33 countries worldwide. Top up and buy game credits for Genshin Impact, Mobile Legends, PUBG Mobile, and more. Register now and use the referral code LevelUp180PH for you to have a chance to win 1,800 Unipin credits. Promo is up to January 8 only. Register now.
Paano pa kaya, pre? Paano tayo makakapaglaro kung wala tayong internet sa ating bahay? And the best internet you can rely on, with the fastest internet and the fastest speeds, is none other than Globe. Fiber strong, family strong with a new G5 Fiber Unlead 2099 ng Globe at home. Gaming speeds up to 150 Mbps. Mabilis na unlimited internet pa. To learn more, go to shop.globe.com.ph/broadband.
So we would like to thank out here, huge shout out to USG SPAC for assisting TUP Gear in making Ascent Odyssey possible. Without your help, we wouldn't be able to launch this once in a year event. Once again, thank you to USG SPAC for helping us geared up for this event or this year's Ascent.
And what about Grind Sky Media? As a media solutions company dedicated to modernizing clients' businesses through new and innovative content. If you want to be part of the grind, visit grindsky.net for more info.
Lastly, we would also like to thank out here Zeke Mats PH, the domain of quality and spectacular desk mats and keyboard accessories. Designs from your favorite anime, Japanese culture, and much more. Visit facebook.com/Zeke Mats for more of their products. Get yours now.
And why don't you take a look at the comments once again, PKOs, because ayan na, dumadami na naman sila. Maraming humihingi ng shoutout sa iyo, PKOs. But first and foremost, huge shoutout to Reynaldo Hasildo. Pa-shoutout Shout out to Eugene. He may alam na gagawin pagkatapos ng Ased Pre ah. Promise, di na ako matutulog ng talo ng talo. Eh, ayun, sabi ni dito ni Jeff, kapag nanalo ako sa Unipid Raffle, bibigay ko sa magsasagot sa thesis namin because this man absolutely submitted the forms for his thesis at the comments. That's how dedicated he is. Gaya nga nasabi ni Aka Darina, it's not just play, Pika Yules. Aral pa din kahit oras na ng laro. Definitely, my friend. That is the spirit of Arena, promoting the not just play mentality for all the student athletes out here. Much like in the future, my friend, pwede natin makita nga talaga no na any of these players could pop out in the competitive scene of Valorant one day and they will be known as athletes, and huge respects to all of them honing their craft in their field of choosing, especially in Valorant that is continuously blooming in the Southeast Asia region.
Definitely. And that hashtag not just play by Akad Arena has been voicing out a lot here, especially they've been offering a lot of scholarships out there for student athletes out there, gamers, streamers out there, shoutcasters even like us. They've been giving a lot of opportunities. So if you're interested out here, make sure to visit Akad Arena and join TUP Gear for more updates regarding it.
So how will this be here? How this game 2 will turn out is going to be unexpected, despite how much stacked odds are there from the side of Sakto Lang. And I want you guys to cast in your votes in the comment section. Who will you be rooting for in this game 2 matchup between Sakto Lang and Bounce na Kami? Can Bounce na Kami force the Silver Scrapes and make it game 3, or Sakto Lang make it a clean sweep like they did in game 1, 2-0, and advance them to the finals? Cast your votes in the comments below.
Cast your vote, everyone. And as you can see here down in the screen, or they've been giving us information that Menza will be sitting for a while, and we will be seeing Lance out here getting back in action for Sakto Lang. So they have a 6-man roster out here. So we'll be seeing a lot of compositions out here. Maybe they have a different gameplay when Lance comes in and Menza goes out. There's been a lot of possibilities out here, but one thing is for sure out here for Sakto. They really make sure that they will be having those rounds clean enough to get the most of the wins that they can. So we'll be seeing out here, will they be getting a 13-0 again? Or this will be a different-sided match for them? Bounce na Kami will be able to bounce back, or will they be able to continue or dominate the match? So again, this is map number 2 out here, Breeze. Very attacker-sided map, I would say. So gotta watch out for those flanks, Salvatore. You might get stabbed at the back. You might get stabbed anywhere out here. So they really gotta be careful out here, especially, Chamber has been, again, it's all about Chamber out here, my friend. And he's been nerfed out here. So literally, Chamber was the best Sentinel in every map, I would say. But right now, let's see if they will be still using Chamber out here in Breeze, despite having that nerf. So I would love to see out here Breeze, especially that in just like how many days Breeze will be gone in the competitive map pool, as well as in the unrated matches out here. So for the last moment out here, in a couple of days, the episode will end. So this is something to really look forward out here. Being able to see Breeze again in a, let's say, collegiate matchup out here. So Breeze out here again, map number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what are the team compositions out here for the Sakto Lang and Bounce na Kami. So as you can see out here, Sakto Lang will be having that defender-sided map, while on the other hand, the attackers will be Bounce na Kami. Will this be the game changer for them, or Sakto Lang will exceed their expectation, will exceed our expectations to dominate again this match out here? And as you said a while ago, Salvatore, we will be seeing out here, the Viper, aggressive duelists such as Jet. And look at that. Sakto Lang has been sticking really onto their role. As you can see, Arose will be their main controller again. Franz out here will be still the duelist, the main duelist of the team, which is another Jet. And from Initiator, he will be using Duelist, ladies and gentlemen. Kill will be using Reyna out here. As you know, Reyna is not much of a team fight agent here in Valorant. He's more of she is more of a snowball agent, as I can say. You know, when you get a kill, you can dismiss, you can heal. She is a very selfish agent, I would say. But let's see if they will be using this into a team fight tactic, or it's just kill
Choose
who
your
will
agent.
dominate this match. And as you can see, Lands out here, fresh from the bench, will be coming here using so.
Oh, Chamber getting hovered. Yes, it is. Oh my God, this has been a fresh face here. I think this will be my first time seeing Chamber being played out after the nerfs got played out. Their sentinel of choosing is going to be Sova and Chamber. But from the side of Sakto Lang, we have Cypher and Sova. This is very interesting to say the least because they have just added another possibly a duelist playstyle from the side of Bounce Takame with them adding Chamber to the mix. I'm really excited and very, very skeptical as to how this Chamber's played out because it is paired up with a KO. So you Pikayus expecting that this Chamber we have already known how big the nerfs are. So will that affect the performance of Bounce Takame in Breeze, knowing that this is one of the maps that Chamber used to excel at?
Actually, I would say it will bring them down, but not that much. I mean, look at their team composition. They have a KO, they have a Sova out here. You know, KO can just disable all of the utilities of Sakto Lang out
On
here,
my way.
and that Recon Dart and the Aldrome will be coming here from Astronomical, which is a very good help in order to gather information for their team. So, to answer your question, Salvatore, it will bring them down, but just a tiny, tiny bit out there. I mean, they can watch flank out here in many ways. It's not just the trademark that will watch the flanks out here. He himself can also watch in a different angle. It's just he needs the perfect positioning out here in order to use Chamber out here.
goes here.
Pretty wise, I would say. So we'll see how this thing goes. But I'm expecting here that Bounce Takame can really bounce back out here because of their team composition. Especially having that KO will be able to disable Greyhound's tripwires, and as well as Arrow's poison clouds and everything that goes or everything that will slow them down.
This goes here.
Good sort of gameplay so far from the side of Graham, pulling his, trying to make his time putting out the trap wires and the spy cams to absolutely nail the entry here, to absolutely nail the coffin here, for them to stop entry here at B site. And with that, I think they have some sort of position advantage, knowing that they do have a Cypher, but they have strong and immense entry. If they're able to utilize the duo of Reyna and Viper, it will be really, really big for Bounce Takame to absolutely take some rounds, stop down the intelligence of Sova, and as well as their own Viper, respectively. So I think the winning condition of Bounce Takame is them to have this Viper and Reyna go online, because I think it will be one of those spotlights wherein it will revolve around Bounce Takame's winning condition. Once again, Viper and Reyna, I'm looking towards this sort of duo.
Yes, this should do.
Sort of duel that all of us has been looking forward. But speaking of the Reyna itself out here, I am really bothered here by Unbothered Kill. You know, I'm really bothered by him using this Reyna. You know, he was the top fragger on our last match, Salvatore, and him using Reyna is kinda OP. If he will be providing, or he will be bringing the table the same gameplay that he has been showing in the past match. So this will really be a pain for Bounce Takame, not unless they have something up on their sleeves in order to counter that strategy from Kill, or counter any strategy that Sakto Lang will be bringing us into the table.
Still waiting for that pause to die out, my friends. People are playing cat and mouse in this game. It's one of those lobbies talaga, no, na akalain mong maraming nangyayari. But, you know, people are just wanting to, you know, wait for that timeout to die out. And, you know, with the limited space that they have, I think they're using it to the fullest potential. So probably nagpipicturan muna yung Cypher, nagbabatawan muna ng mga barrel, something like that. How about you, PKOs? When this pause is lengthy as heck, what do you usually do? Because from what I'm seeing, people are practicing those bunny hops, drawing with their knives, probably taking pictures. How about you, PKOs? And take a look at that. Oh my God.
They are really having a ritual out here. Let's see if that ritual will be effective for them. But to answer your question, Salvatore, what I usually do, especially on this kind of pauses and timeouts, I actually listen to music. Listening to music helps me, remain calm. Reset my mindset. There have been times that you mulled in game, right? So listening to music helps a lot. To relax your nerves, to relax yourself, to stretch out a little bit. Because everything matters out here in Valorant. You can stretch if you want. You just need a reset mentally and physically in order to regain the momentum, to regain your, let's say, positioning, your aim, and everything else. It's not just about aim or being used to the game. It's also about your posture, your mindset, and everything that you need to use out here in playing Valorant.
Definitely. So, yeah, with a fresh new year ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen, 2023, will it be the year of Valorant for us C players out there? The scene is continuously blooming with numerous roster changes. And do note, Alliance Games 2023 is right there in the corner, just waiting for the perfect time to be at Bliss. And as well as the time for Conquest has finally come. Mark your calendars. It's June 2, if I'm correct. June 2 to 4. Correct me if I'm wrong, Pika Yules. Am I expecting a very alive Pika Yules in the convention right there? Or is it going to be Team Bahay for you, my friend?
Last year I was a team buy, so I guess PKOs will be able to spark some lightning out there for this year. So you just gotta look forward to it, Salvatore, my friend. I've been actually when the conquest was happening last year, I was saying that, oh my god, why do I have to prioritize other things? Why did I prioritize conquest? I just missed the maybe most unforgettable moment in my life, if ever I did attend conquest. But I guess this year is a must not miss out here. There are a lot of events that can happen in Conquest, especially if you're an athlete, esports athlete, content creator, or you're just enjoying out there casually. You just want to watch tournaments, just want to buy merchandises. A lot of things can be done here in Conquest, guys. So make sure to mark your calendars, June 2 to 4. So I guess CUP Gear will be seeing you there soon.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because last year I was also Team Bahay, and it had the worst timing. When I knew I had the funds from doing crypto, it gone into bear market, and I immediately lost all of my funds to absolutely buy a ticket. Just even the regular ones, I couldn't able to afford one, and that just gave me a lot of copium. I was watching from the sidelines people enjoying companies like Lily Pichu, Michael Reeves, especially Kaide. And oh my god, the lineup for this year's Conquest, I am just waiting. It could be as big as last year. So yeah, it is a must go for me in this year's Conquest PKOs. I hope to see you there, man, because as much as we've been casting for so long and we've been talking for almost a year now, hindi pa rin tayo nagkikita, pre, no?
Then actually,
Hindi ba din tayo nagkikita? Di kita natatagpuan sa school, man. Sadly enough, no, hindi ka rin pumunta ng foundation day. So, yeah.
Foundation Day, especially nung orientation din, di rin ako nakapunta because, there have been a lot of things happening, especially academically inclined. But, Ascend is a not miss. That's why we are here. Kahit anong busy schedule yan ng academics na yan, gagawa natin ng paraan yan. Mabigyan lang ng oras ng Ascend because this is Ascend. It's just once in a lifetime, once a year, guys. So this is something to really look for out here. So if you haven't liked and shared the stream, make sure to like it already and share the stream so everyone will be notified out here that Ascend 2022 Odyssey is happening right now. And they can get a chance to win out here Unipin credits by reading down that pinned comment in the comment section. So we've been talking about this conquest and everything. So Will you be a crew quest or will you be just a regular con goer?
I think I think I'll probably be a convention goer, not much on the quest crew. Still contemplating on that because I feel like there's a lot of benefits going to the side of being a crew, and if I am and the winning side of me going as a convention goer, I think I have more time to roam around the convention itself. So yes, I am still contemplating on that aspect. How about you, Yules? Are you going to apply as a crew, or are you the people that is gonna roam around, take pictures, and enjoy the convention as is?
Hmm. Actually, if there will be an opportunity, Salvatore, I would love to be part of the crew quest. It's not just about the perks, but I've been attending before like a such conventions, anime conventions to be specific, and uh, I was not a let's say like an organizer or something. I was a exhibitor before. I was joining my friends, my sisters, as an exhibitor, and it's just like the environment that it's just I love the environment between the crews, the organizers, the exhibitors, all of them. It's just I love how it goes, and I kind of miss that environment. So if there will be an opportunity, I would love to be a crew quest. But convention goer will be also good for me. I mean the flexibility of your time and to be able to roam around and get to meet out your friends, especially the content creators out there. I mean all of us have been looking forward to see our content creator friends. Online friends out there. I believe. I mean you won't be a gamer if you don't have online friends, my friend. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I myself, I have like a lot of friends out there on the gaming community that I haven't met yet. So I feel like Conquest will be the ground out there to, let's say have to take the chance to have a bonding with your friends or something. Aside from, roaming around, getting your merchandise and your wallet being crashed by all of those you want to buy out there.
Wait just a minute, man. This pause is taking very, very lengthy, my friend. So, what is really happening here? I think the action is really ready, but we're just waiting for that time to die out. Uh, yeah, I think both players, I think both teams are ready, but we're just waiting for the technical team to absolutely pull the lever for them to start. And yeah, so this is a very lengthy pause, my friend. I think we could have started a game ourselves and finished by the time, and we are still waiting for a pause. Probably start a spike rush after that, and a lot of things are really happening here on the side. So, first and foremost, I'd like to apologize for the delay of the game. Rest assured that the future streams provided by TUP Gear will no longer face these certain problems. Once again, we are deeply sorry for this very, very extensive delay. So yeah, di talaga natin naiiwasan yung mga ganito, and I hope next time will be the perfect time. And there it is. The clock is now ticking. Pika Yols, finally, after me complaining, the perfect time has come, and there it is. The game will now commence in a few seconds. Pika Yols, I am just so excited. How about you?
Really, really excited how here. We've been talking about the team compositions earlier, and both of us had the prediction that this won't be a one-sided match out here from Sakto lang because bounce na kami from their team compositions itself will be able to bounce back. So let's see out here. The execution of that KO knife will be coming, but no one will be detected. And that will be the quick gunfight coming here from France and Ngebu, as that will be a quick 4v4 situation. Look at that aggressiveness coming in from France, despite being a defender sided. And Kisho, headshot, sneaky out here, as crew will be planting down the spike out here. This is the moment that everyone has been waiting for, a 4v2 situation coming here in the lead. For bounce na kami, will be able to bounce back. And look at that headshot coming from JC out here. 4v1 situation, all left to Graham. Classic in the dream out here. Full HP, gets to take up a ghost, but Kishu out here.
Finally!
Finally around out here for bounce na kami, bouncing back.
Finally, the perfect time and opportunity presented itself in the face of Bounce na kami. They have finally taken a round, making it 13-1 overall. And they did it on the attacker side, making probably the statement that Sakto Lang has a really good attacker side. But you know, this is just the first round. Those stories can still be shifted at any time of the day. And round number 2 will now commence. Shop will be the entry coming in from the side of this arena. 3 members will now close in. And there it is, shot being fired by a Rose. Heads him down to the KO. JC is now down and kill meets an overwhelming amount of players. Here comes the warfare inside of Pyramids. Gebu takes another one. Can he make it 3 right here? Lawrence gets tapped to the head just as quick as that. And oh my god, Bounce na kami. This wasn't you guys in this first game. Looks like they're truly bouncing back. Graham misses the spread. And Kishu, isang one hit na lang, survives the pursuit of the Cypher. And another round for Bounce na kami.
Bounce na kami, bouncing back, Salvatore, my partner, and look at the confidence coming here from Bounce na kami. Look at those arsenals, round 2, you will be getting a Vandal and Light Shield, you might get one tap by a Sheriff, but look at Kishu popping off 5-0. That, the main man right now is popping off for Bounce na kami, followed by Nebu out here. Look at that confidence coming here, right here. This is the mental reset that I've been talking about a while ago, Salvatore, and they've been able to regain their confidence as that knife won't be detecting anyone. And Prance, not much of a change of gameplay out here.
Whoa!
Aggressive, and that dash will be hurting him a lot. And decides to back off immediately out here. Kishu, the main man, is already low, one tap away. But look at the wall bang coming here from the defenders. Prance still holding this angle, very crucial angle here in mid, as that Viper's wall will be deployed out here on A side, B side, as Arose trying to anchor things immediately. And look at the default playstyle that Bounce na kami has been showing up. They are not in a rush out here. They have the utilities in order to take a side cleanly. But that KO knife, again, won't be detecting anyone because they are being cautious that someone might have pushed all the way through mid pillars. And the flash will be coming right there. Let's see if France will get taken down. No, that was just a fake flash coming right here for the attacker side. Let's see how can they be able to take a side out here. They've been slowly pushing a lot, knowing that their opponents has the arsenals that they need. Look at this, 25 seconds in the clock. Let's see how the
Still no casualty.
There's no casualty yet, and there will be a casualty already as Kill will take that Astronomical, while on the other hand, Astronomical takes down France and Nebu with a quick trade out here. Let's see if they can make it in time all the way through B side. They've been rushing, they've been running as the spike will be planted by Cruel. Let's see, 3v3 situation out here. Kishu still alive, but with a very low HP. Lance out here, gets a
Whoa!
out here. Look at that aim coming from Lance. Still has the recon dart, though Kishu being very cautious out here. Just 8 HP in a dream. Let's see if he can still survive this round. That Viper's wall blocking him the side. But look at that! Kishu, the spray down from the Vandal out!
Wow!
In the dream, it's all left to Graham will be able to get that 3-0. Let's see, Graham out here, checking backside immediately. Look, Kishu out there still alive, and Kuo will clean up. He's
Wow!
0 out here, bouncing back immediately. Bounce na kami.
As soon as I thought that toxic screen was enough for them to sabotage their own chances of taking that side, here comes Kishu with the save of the day. Oh my god, Bounce na kami, taking 3 consecutive rounds. Oh my god, this team is now a new breath of fresh air for us people that are truly enjoying the company of Valorant here in Ascend Odyssey. Can they make this? Can they make the series 1-1? If you are Sakto Lang, probably go back to the drawing board. Here comes a Rose, and as well as a snake bite here from the side of A. Probably start the pursuit of Astronomical. And France will be the Rambo here. The no man's land quickly dashes away from the firefight of Kishu. This man is still insane. And there it is, France. No support whatsoever. Gets taken down like the lone man he is by JC. And Cruel takes down another one. Bounce na kami, truly living up to their name, bouncing back every round possible. Truly, mental reset here from the side of Bounce na kami, making everything possible, and Cruel with a flank kill, missing some important shots. But the sixth one will connect. He is still alive, and there it is. It won't be enough as the numbers advantage is too much for Sakto Lang. Bounce na kami, still strong.
Alright, this Bounce na kami team name has a double meaning. You know, there have been... I saw a while ago with the comment section that they've been saying... I won't say the term, but you know what I mean. And the meaning of Bounce na kami has been reversed right now, wherein they are really bouncing back on this match. Look at the 4-0 run out here. They've been gaining their confidence enough. The momentum is already on their part. Let's see if they can maintain or continue this momentum. They have the economical advantage out here. But France, with an early kill out here, takes down their top fragger, Kishu, and Kill will be taking down the second fragger, Ngebu. I need the third fragger out here. Let's see if they can still continue this momentum as Cruel takes down France out here, standing in the middle of the pillar. A 4v3 situation out here. Graham, really patient out here, just guarding B tight. Let's see if they can get another kill out here as, look at the push. Coming here from Sakto Lang. I mean, Bounce na kami. They've been really playing a lot of default strategies out here. And the patience coming here from Sakto Lang, despite knowing them being an aggressive team, you know. They've been really trying their best to be patient because they know that Bounce na kami won't be that much of a team that will be aggressive enough to get down or to take a site immediately. And as I said a while ago, this KO knife has been giving them a lot of bait. I mean, you know, they might have think that they will be executing it on that site, but that will be the reverse case out here. Look at the push coming here on my minimap as Jace will be taken down by Arose, and Arose out here being the anchor of a site. Let's see if they can still get things done as he will be taken down, and finally a round out here for Sakto Lang being able to bounce back against Bounce na kami.
Big round for Sakto Lang being able to shift their momentum now, being able to shift their momentum right for themselves. Bounce na kami had a very shaky round number 4 right there. So I think it will be a very different environment for them coming now on. Now that there's now a good amount of reset potential here for the side of Sakto Lang. And I would just like to take this time to give a huge shout out to the 56 viewers out there, and shout out to you, Alexia Ara. Shout out to you. Salamat sa pagsubaybay sa stream. Here comes Blade Storm. 2 kills for France, making it 5v3 really quickly. He still has some knives in his Blade Storm. He doesn't have any dashes and mobility. He uses to opt in anyway. Not much more mobility right now. Blade Storm is still cooling down. Here comes Shock Dart. Misses widely, and Kill be taking him down. 2 kills from Kill, and France as well. One more will do it. It's just KO that's alive. Call him Dr. Jose Rizal on that because he just gunned down from his backside. Strong round once again from Sakto Lang.
Sakto Lang regaining again the momentum out here. They already had here a 2-4 run. So let's see if they can be maintaining that composure or the momentum that they have, because Sakto Lang is really being known for, let's say, if they get the momentum once, they will continue to dominate the match. Let's see if that will happen, or Bounce na kami will bounce back even further on this match. And look at that Viper Spit immediately being deployed by Arose. Let's see if he will be pushing things out now. Still the same strategy out here from Arose. Oh no, you got baited by Kisho out here, and that will be the take on A site as the Viper Spit from the attackers will be deployed. Cruel gets that spike down, planted out here. Let's see how the retake will go for the defenders out here.
No!
Oh no, friends! Oh no, that you don't want such things to happen! Something like that, and look at Kill! Getting that dismiss at an earlier time, still has the Empress coming. This will be the perfect opportunity for Sakto Lang to get this round. Freaks with that first shots coming in. One enemy remaining for them, and
whoa, my God!
Empress of this round out here. 4 kills. Almost an ace for her.
Oh my god, that Empress had the perfect timing, possible kill with the entry of his life and good usage as well of this Bis. My goodness, this man, you cannot forget the fact that once France dies, hello, we have another duelist with kill that also has an amazing entry point and reset potential. Like I told you, my friend, the resets and resets from Saktalang will be their winning condition in that round, and they're 1 point away from making this an even score all throughout. 3-4 onto the score. I think Tour de Force is now going to be popped by the side of Bounce na kami. How will this be utilized? He only has limited chances. Shots are being fired here at the side of Pyramids. Puts down the toxic screen. Stop down the pursuit of anyone entering here. Kill. Waiting for the perfect time. He will be meeting 4. And Kishu is right there with a Tour de Force. Waiting for the perfect time. There it is. Spots down. Kill. And in moments time, there will be pushing members, and there will just be one lone member of Sakto Lang that will meet his favor. Here comes Odin. Ba't mo nilalabas ang Odin mo, Graham? It's a one-man wrecking crew inside of B. Here comes some retaliation. There is Graham, gets one. And there it is, another one. This man is going Rambo. Can you get 2? He gets 2. Can you make it 3? That answer will be no, and it's just a raid, and that's a live. What a run from Sakto Lang.
Send a message.
Ang laki ng Odin ni Graham, my partner. Grabe yung anchor nito sa side. Immediately getting that 3 kills was a momentum for Sakto Lang, and his teammates were able to push to clean up the other 2 kills that they need in order to secure that round. Grabe yung anchor dito ni Graham. Look at that quick 3 kills coming from him. That gave them a momentum, and they are continuing to even this match. And let's see if they will be able to maintain their composure out here to dominate this match, as this will be the round again.
Found them.
The aggressiveness here. Let's see if Aros can handle A side on his own. That poison cloud will be deployed on his part, and Kill is ready to flash things off here. Ready to leer that one as Graham takes down Jay-Z immediately onto that B side. Let's see if they can maintain this positioning. And that leer will be coming from the attackers out here. Let's see if they can continue the momentum after the push is coming out here. Kill getting ready for that retake. Niebu trying to hold an angle, but the wrong angle was being held by him. A quick 5v3 situation out here. They have the advantage here. Sakto lang, but Crow takes down Kill. Argos with a quick trade immediately shakes down his mice. Let's see if this one will be a successful round. 2 members of Sakto lang doesn't have the Sakto HP to get this round. And
My god.
look at this position from Graham, my friend. Grabe tong off angle to. You won't expect an Odin out there on mid. But let's see how the execution will go out here. 2 members from Bounce na kami still alive. And look at this angle from mid. You wouldn't dare to go mid. That's why they are trying to commit here on A side. But the spike is already down at the hands of Lance. Let's see. It's all left to Kishu out here. Will he be able to clutch things? 2 HP in a dream. I guess he will be saving that Vandal for their economical crisis. So I guess this will be already around for Sakto Lang.
Teleport's gone.
Good choice for Bounce na kami, not risking anything here for after round frags. So I think that economy will still be saved, at least for their side of chamber. So there will be much more use, and this is a very dangerous Sakto Lang. Their jet now has the operator. Definitely best combo you can have here on Valorant. It goes well like hand to glove, operator and jet. So they